Did MAPPA just improve or ruin this shot of Aaron's face?
Shut up and sit down.
Yo, what's good, so boy, the views, and the AOT Final Season Part 2 leaks for episodes 82 to 87 have been released on Twitter, so let's check out the leaked images for episode 87, The Dawn of Humanity. First up, they redesigned the clouds in this shot. This high angle shot has a completely different style of water, also less shadow on the right hand side of the smoke. The Blu-ray shot added extra smoke coming out from the other ships. The Blu-ray version of this ship has a lens flare. They covered up some of the writing on the wall on the Blu-ray as well. They slightly redrew Sasha's face. Also, the people in the background and the ship are completely blurred out. They blurred out the shot of this dude driving the car, and Hanji's mouth is slightly altered. They made Mikasa a lot prettier in the Blu-ray. Looking at the TV shot versus the Blu-ray, she looks a lot younger and cuter in the TV. Also, the people in the background are blurred out. They redrew Eren's face with Armin approaching him in this shot. Much better. They even added a little shadow detail to his jacket. Levi Ackerman's hat is a different shade of color in the Blu-ray. MAPPA redesigned Eren, Armin and Mikasa's faces in this shot. Mikasa and Eren look the best in my opinion. The main difference is with their eyes and their noses. The main difference here is the dude on the left hand side and the dude on the right hand side are completely redrawn. Slight redrawn on Jean's face in the Blu-ray. The people in the background are slightly blurred out. I love how they made this shot of the sky more vibrant in the Blu-ray. The dude in the foreground holding the briefcase is slightly redrawn with slightly different colors to him. They slightly redrew Sasha's face in this shot. Hanji looks less mad in this shot in the Blu-ray. Armin's pupils are a bit bigger and he's got missing teeth. And my boy Levi in the Blu-ray is looking forward instead of looking up. Less streak lines to the three dudes in the background looking at Hanji, plus they're blurred out. Levi is blurred out in the foreground. The roof in the Blu-ray is a lot more gritty and dirty looking. I love the extra detail they added here. The Azumabito guards are much smaller in the Blu-ray. They changed the background of Hanji talking in this scene. Mikasa's facial expressions are a little bit different. I do slightly prefer this shot of her in the Blu-ray. The Marley and can on the left is slightly dirtier in the Blu-ray. The food and forks are slightly redesigned. The lighting on the tent is slightly different. In the Blu-ray, it's darker with a blue hue. They darkened the entire shot. They made Levi look a lot more serious in the Blu-ray. Looks like the Blu-ray added the flash frame a little bit earlier. I think the shot with the clouds is an animation motion change. While they did not have to redraw Zeke's face, I must admit his new face is a lot better, particularly this shot of him looking up. They added smoke to the Malian fleet ships. They slightly altered the smoke blowing from the Malian ships. And in this shot, they turned the lights on. They added a lot more detail to the Colossal Titan as he's swimming. They added more lighting and darkened the shadows. Jean looks less like an old man in the Blu-ray. There's a lot more smoke blowing in the wind in the Blu-ray. And in this shot, you see the smoke cover the screen a bit more. So the entire shot looks a lot darker. They added some extra highlights to the Titans as they're being decimated by these bombs. Looks like we got a new animation sequence of one of the Titans swimming in the Blu-ray. Could I see that in motion when it comes out? More smoke blowing in the wind and covering that beautiful MAPPA sky. They lightened the smoke on the right and also brightened some of the cannons as they're shooting towards the Titans. Looks like they added a few more streaks of bubbles in this shot in the Blu-ray. Again, I have to see this in motion. They changed the design of the smoke. Looks like it's reanimated as well. They brightened the smoke in this shot as well. Looks like the clouds have less detail in the Blu-ray versus the TV. I love this TV shot. They slightly changed the sky design and you see some Michael Bay-esque explosions off in the distance. The steam is slightly redesigned in this shot in the Blu-ray. Looks like the pier is slightly brighter in the Blu-ray and they removed some of the extra panels on the floor. They slightly tweaked the eyes on this Colossal Titan in the foreground. They added some extra shines to his forehead and they darkened his overall design as well as his body on the right hand side. You see more shines on the Colossal Titans as the explosions are smashing them. Damn son, look at the detail in the Blu-ray shot of the Colossal Titans walking towards the Mali dudes. The TV version looked more like a video game, but the Blu-ray one looks beautiful and in high quality. They just look more sinister in this shot in the Blu-ray. Slight color change on one of the explosions on the Colossal Titan. Also, the overall design looks a lot darker, but they added a smoke effect over his eye in this shot so we don't see that Colossal Titan greatness. And also this scene, I much prefer the TV one. You see more of the Colossal Titan in focus. The shadow for me doesn't really work. I do love the lighting and just how the whole scene looks vibrant in the TV. The floor and the shadows are slightly redesigned. MAPPA added a shadow overlay to the Malian soldiers running up that hill. You get more steam covering the Colossal Titans as they're marching towards the shore. The Colossal Titans are slightly more detailed in this shot in the Blu-ray. You get more depth to them standing in a line. The ocean is slightly redesigned as well, and the roof design is slightly redesigned on the right hand side. I love how they included Eren's final Founding Titan face and arms in the Blu-ray version. Slight color change on Eren's Founding Titan eyes. They appear more turquoise. MAPPA removed the dust effect, covering that great detail of the Colossal Titan's foot. I feel like this shot of baby Eren's face might make more sense once I see it all in motion, but for the close-up shot of baby Jaeger, they made his cheeks more vibrant, they darkened the Titan's shadows, and they added a dust effect just over the sea. Eren's Doomsday Titan appears a lot more in focus in the Blu-ray. They removed some of the steam that was covering the Doomsday Titan. You get more highlights on the Colossal Titan's thighs and body. Looks a lot better, doesn't it? Slight change on Connie, got a slight color change on Hanji's glasses / eye patch. The same is said for this shot as well. Damn son, did he have to make the ice cream look so glossy in the Blu-ray? It looks like some of the randos looking at Onyankopon and Connie running away are slightly redrawn. Both Sasha and her horse are slightly redesigned in the Blu-ray. I don't know whether this is an improvement or a bloodied up mess. I mean, did Eren activate the Founding Titan in this shot? I mean, his eyes are bloody glowing, mate. The TV makes the can look a lot dirty, but in the Blu-ray they cleaned it up a little bit. They slightly redesigned the texture on Sasha's can, and they flipped the label around on Armin's wine bottle. They added blushes to Ramsey's face in the Blu-ray, plus the wine bottle has a label on in the Blu-ray. They slightly brightened up the shot of Eren, Armin and Mikasa sleeping, and they redesigned his face as he's picking it up. They also added extra detail to his clothing as well. MAPPA blurred Eren and Historia in this shot in the Blu-ray, but they put the wooden fence in focus. You get more detail on the mainland in the Blu-ray shot. And that's about it for episode 87 in terms of the leaks. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys thought of these changes. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Stay tuned for around Monday, as I'll be doing the video version of these TV versus Blu-ray comparisons and playing them all in motion just to see if I've missed any little details from this pretty amazing episode. But like, share for more AOT videos, TV versus Blu-ray comparisons, rankings, breakdowns, reviews and more. Thanks for watching. Boarded Review signing out.